Hey, this is Patrick Coffin. As you may know, I'm hopelessly devoted to the renewal of culture, thinking about culture, how to get back our cultural roots here in the West, especially in America, Canada, the Anglosphere. So what's the basis of culture? I've already talked about the word culture as cult, the Latin word meaning to till or to cultivate. It also means worship, which brings us to the heart of the matter. In 1952, 8 years after the German war machine was crushed, Germany was frantically rebuilding German culture, German civilization. Europe itself was trying to get back her footing and return to whatever normal was going to look like. And a lot of discussions were in the air about what the new Europe is going to look like. What's post-war Germany in particular going to look like? And a German philosopher no one saw coming, named Josef Pieper, wrote a book about this. And the book is called, it's very short, it's called Leisure as the Basis of Culture. That's right, leisure. And he defines what he means by leisure in the book. Leisure is not meant to signify laziness or lack of productivity or a kind of avoidance of responsibilities. Rather, leisure is a kind of active space where individuals and the body politic can rest, can rejuvenate. In fact, a couple of synonyms for leisure are rejuvenate, recover, restore, renew. It's in that active pausing that a culture is able to understand itself, by kind of taking a moment from looking down at the instruments of work and the manual labor and factory positions and so on, whatever it is, and for one day a week, look up to the heavens in gratitude. That's the basis of culture, according to Josef Pieper. I recommend that you check out the book. It's important to stop the flow of the daily grind, to take your nose away from that grindstone and spend time with your family. Spend time alone. Spend time worshiping, which is really, at bottom, the reason we were made. We were made not just to make money, not just to be good citizens, not just to promote scientific progress, but to worship. And the primary way we worship is we enter into that exchange of heaven and earth called the divine liturgy. In fact, the English word liturgy comes from Greek. It means public duty. So the liturgy is our public duty to worship God. And He has a right to it, and we have a duty to do it. And the good news for us is we were made to do it. It makes us happy to act according to our natures. In the last 100 years or so, this idea of Sabbath has been replaced. Now, by Sabbath, I don't just mean the Jewish Sabbath on Saturday, but although that's the basis for the Christian Lord Day. Whether it's Saturday or Sunday, the idea is the same. Taking a time away as a space, not passivity, it's not laziness. You're not fleeing responsibilities. You are reflecting. You are contemplating the meaning of things. And in the last 100 years or so, the idea of the sacredness of the Sabbath has been replaced by the weekend. Very secular, almost compromise, or at least a diluting of the original meaning of the Sabbath rest, the Lord's Day rest. Because the weekend is not really the same thing. The weekend is sort of a definitionless end of the work week. There's a rock song, "Everybody's Working for the Weekend," which leads to a very interesting question. And that is, do you live to work or do you work to live? What's your attitude toward leisure? Are you even able to be leisurely? Our culture forces, busyness on us. We're more human doings than human beings, especially thanks to the invention of the modem and the digital revolution and the ubiquity of social media. Aristotle, we're going back here to pre-Christian, pre-Jewish times here. Aristotle said that leisure is the center point around which everything turns. Sad that a pagan understood well what millions of Christians today don't quite understand about the power of leisure as the basis for culture. The fact is, we can't know who we are until we know whose we are. And we can't know whose we are unless we see the truth about ourselves as individuals and as members of a body much larger than ourselves. So this is Patrick Coffin. inviting you to enjoy some leisure. Like the subtle product placement? See what I did there? My blood type is coffee. In the meantime, be a saint. What else is there? Subscribe, rate, and review. Keep in touch. I want to hear from you.